What in the hell is this shit back here, man?
What up, Marks?
Guys, you can see behind us Karrion Kross. That's his new gimmick. That's his new style on Monday Night Raw, man. It is not good stuff. I don't know what WWE is thinking with this, but Karrion Kross now has a mask. It's a helmet. I don't know. I don't know what this shit's all about. But let's get into the review and reaction of Monday Night Raw, which was started off seemingly strong and then just really fell off a cliff going down the way. So it started off with Bobby Lashley in the ring. I was just talking about Goldberg, what happened at SummerSlam, attacking Gage Goldberg. You know, he didn't know it was him. He would have done it to anybody else in the crowd. It is interesting, though, because you have Damien Priest, a new United States champion, coming out and confronting Bobby Lashley. So immediately, Damien Priest is elevated to another level. Solid use of him having the secondary title, just winning it, and immediately getting the rub with the main title. I think this was super smart by them. It was a super smart segment. He talks trash to Bobby Lashley, calling him a coward. He attacks Damien Priest. Bobby Lashley does.
Big mistake, Damien Priest, calling the almighty WWE champion.
Does, and then here comes Sheamus, and then here comes Drew McIntyre. So they set up, a match where it's a tag match, and well, first it was a singles, then it turned into a tag, right? So Bobby Lashley had to go back, get dressed, come back in. He takes on Damien Priest in the singles. Then here comes Sheamus to DQ. Drew McIntyre makes a save. They do the tag match. But it's it is what it is in terms of that. But the fact that he gets the rub off of all three established stars, main eventers, it works wonders for him and the U.S. title.
Yeah, I mean, a great way to start off the show. I enjoyed it. Bobby Lashley looked great. I love the fact that he just left him, Sheamus, to die in there. I thought that was awesome. Damien Priest, yeah, like if you're gonna start off your first major run with a major championship, this was the way to start it. I think he felt big. He was with the top guys, basically on the roster on Raw, so it looked great. Too bad he didn't have his logo on his U.S. title, which was kind of messed up, but it was what it was. But great way to start our show. I'm excited for Priest's run. I hope they don't mess it up. They probably will, though, because that's what they do, because, like, as we see Karrion Kross. But, yeah, I mean, good way to start off Raw, but too bad just the rest of the show just sucked.
Yeah, so they got the win. Obviously, Lashley left Sheamus, so they set up a match next week, Sheamus versus Lashley, because they have beef now for Lashley leaving Sheamus behind to get the Claymore and get the win. But like I said, immediately rubbing elbows, Damien Priest, the new U.S. champion, with the likes of Bobby Lashley, the likes of Drew McIntyre. It elevates him immediately, and it signifies that belt, the U.S., is that stepping stone to get to the next level for guys like this. And it could be an NXT guy that they actually believe in and trust and think that he could actually become a champion, heavyweight champion one day. So shout out to Damien Priest. Good stuff. Unlike Karrion Kross, which we're going to get into next. Kross versus Ricochet. Kross comes out. He's wearing the stupid helmet mask thing now. He's like a gladiator.
He is a man whose look means intensity. It means
no Scarlet.
He's the guy from Mad Max Thunderdome, the dude with like the MPB DSM guy. That's what he is. That's basically what he is right now.
That's exactly what he is. I mean, he pretty much looks like that. He comes out. No, he's not with Scarlet anymore, so he's just coming out very, like, I don't know, bland version of him.
Just
if
weird
you
random guy
like,
with a mask on.
if you weren't a fan of him before, you're definitely not going to be a fan of him now. He comes out, takes on Ricochet. He destroys Ricochet, but it's not good stuff. Like, he's not doing anything of importance. WWE's keeping Scarlett off of TV for whatever the hell the reason is. So the entrance for Kross is like completely flat. She adds so much to him in terms of his character. If he was running a different character, like the one he ran in TNA or something like that, or in the Independents, he could work it. But with the weird, they're giving him this weird ass character. He needs Scarlett to help out, but with the mask, that thing has got to go.
Like, it just, when he first came up to NXT, that freaking entrance and his old shtick was perfect for the main roster. It had a pageantry, it had the show, it had everything. The entrance was different. It was something we could get. Wow, this is way cool. Like, all the way they worked it out with her coming underneath them, and it all flowed so well. And then to completely axe that, okay, but come up with something better. Don't come up with this crap.
Yep.
Like, this is just generic bland. Feels like something like just random guy in a dark match coming out. That's basically what this felt like. It's what his run on the main roster has felt like so far. Just random dark matches or tryout matches. That's kind of what it feels like. Doesn't feel important. Doesn't feel like he's going to impact anything. And when you come out looking like a dumbass, I mean, how is that? You're setting him for failure. Think about his first spot where he lost to Jeff Hardy to where he is now, where he just looks like a complete dumbass. After losing the NXT Championship to Samoa Joe, we're just, whatever. It doesn't mean anything. Doesn't mean anything. That wasn't important. Blah, blah, blah. It's just, for such a guy that's very talented and has a great look and is somebody that Vince McMahon should be like, just basically having a hard-on for, why are you starting him off like so piss poor? It doesn't make any sense to me.
It doesn't. It's just, typical thing. Like, you see the contrast between Damien Priest currently right now and the contrast between him, guys like Keith Lee and Karrion Kross. Is just not well done, not well booked, and stupid gimmicks that are given to these guys for no reason. I don't know if Vince is trying to test them. What's the story with that? But this is what we're getting now. So it's not working out really, really good.
And was his name still Karrion Kross? Or
Yeah, it's still Karrion Kross right now. I'm still waiting for him to change it to like Karrion or just Kross. Yeah,
for now.
Yeah. But the next thing on TV was Moist TV. You had John Morrison out there. Logan Paul comes out. Logan Paul has major heat with WWE crowd. They booed the living hell out of him. He's gonna interview, but Miz comes out to interrupt. This would lead to Miz and Morrison arguing, then lead to Xavier Woods versus the Miz. Xavier Woods would get the win due to Morrison making a mistake, and then here comes the Miz turning on Morrison. They'll set up a match next week, but this is over with, Miz and Morrison, and hopefully Morrison goes on to have a solid singles run. He's a good IC title guy. I'm sorry, US title guy or IC title guy, whichever one show he's on, but he's a good mid-card guy, and I would love to see him be a little bit more serious and go into that main event.
Yeah, I mean, they were fun for a little bit. Like, they did what they had to do. They were just like the jokey gimmick. That's what they did. But Logan Paul's got humongous heat, so that's good. I mean, that's something for the future, I guess. Fans despise him. But yeah, back to the Mr. Moist. I mean, yeah, it makes sense for him to be in the mid-card picture. Maybe him and Priest would be good to go, because Morrison will make anybody look good, so it makes sense to throw him in there. But I think it's going to be Miz and Morrison. They're going to feud and then work off of whatever that may be. But Morrison's a super talented guy. Like I said, I would love to see him in bigger things, more important things, feel a little more important and less of a comedy gimmick. That's basically what he's been. And I mean, it's fine. He's good at it, but I think he could be used way better just being the legit badass that he basically is. So it just doesn't really make sense for him to still be a comedy gimmick.
Yeah, he needs to kind of get out of that and kind of get more serious. So we'll see what happens in the future with that. We had Doudrop saying she's going to keep her name Doudrop and having beef with Eva Marie. Eva Marie would attack her. They're going to have a match next week. That should be a barn burner of a match. Eva Marie, Doudrop. But whatever. Next thing on the show was Mansoor versus Jinder Mahal. Wasted segment. Jinder Mahal lost to Drew McIntyre. He gets disqualified in this match for stomping him in the corner, after the 5 count. Whatever. Ali gets in the ring and he kind of says, like, you got to listen to me, whatever. It's not good stuff.
Like, this stuff these guys are going to be DFA'd pretty soon. Just keep it moving.
Yeah, it's not really good stuff. Next thing on the show was Shayna Baszler, Nia Jax versus Nikki ASH and Rhea Ripley. Nikki and Ripley and Rhea get the win. Now they had some energy as a tag team, so I guess that's okay. Maybe they can become the tag team champs or something like that. It's It's an odd couple, so maybe they could run with it. Might be kind of interesting if they kind of do it, but we'll see what happens. Not a ton to talk about here, but Jackson Baszler either need to break up or stay together or whatever, but maybe they can get the tag titles over here once like Shotzi and Knox win them on SmackDown or something like that.
Yeah, I felt like when I first saw them get together, where they showed a promo where Ash and Rhea Ripley are talking about being a tag team. It's like, well, I guess they got nothing for them now. That they lost at SummerSlam, they got nothing for them, but they could have, maybe they're trying to get the whole RK Bro thing on the women's tag team division, and maybe this could be that, kind of, you're just not expecting much, and then, oh my God, they get letting it a bottle. So who knows? I'm going to give it a little bit here, but right now, we've been saying for months and months and months that either the women's division, tag team division needs to go, or you got to add teams to it and make it interesting. They're trying. We'll see where this all ends up at, but I think they're trying to do the RK Bro just rocket ship and see if they get some magic out of that with these three ladies.
Yeah, like the odd couple pairing, may do it with the women, so we'll see what we get out of that. Charlotte Flair cut a promo about, she's the new champion, whatever. She's in the ring, cuts her promo. She gets interrupted at the end by Alexa Bliss. So seemingly Alexa Bliss heading for, a collision with probably Extreme Rules with Charlotte Flair, because it kind of makes sense, right, in terms of the gimmick. So we may see Alexa Bliss versus Charlotte for the Raw Women's title at Extreme Rules. Maybe she finally wins the title, Alexa Bliss, in her new character. We'll see what happens with that. Next thing on the show is Riddle versus AJ Styles. Riddle threw a celebration in the ring for himself and Randy Orton. Got Orton a scooter. Whatever. AJ Styles and Omos interrupt. They come out. They have their match. To eliminate Omos from the outside, Randy would use the scooter on Omos, just gonna bash him with it. Then AJ would come in the ring, get hit with the bro Derek by Riddle. Riddle would get the win.
Oh, the knee connects. Oh, here we go. Bro Derek, leg is up. 1, 2.
Win, and that's pretty much it. I mean, it's typical formulaic WWE booking. They had their match. Title swapped. Let's have a singles the next night. Probably a different kind of singles next week. And that's it. So it is what it is. Hopefully you can kind of get this tag team away, Omos and AJ, and just kind of break them up and kind of go their separate ways. And but Riddle, RK Bro, over with the crowd. People are loving it. And they're tag team champs, and it's good to see it.
Yeah, I mean, again, like you said, the formulaic stuff, it doesn't really add to the storyline. It doesn't really make you want to be, we gotta see more of this.
Yeah.
It's just like, come on, it's the how many combination game, how many combination matches can they make with these four guys? Let's see what we can do. But their RK Bro is super hot. They're fun. It's the best thing on Raw. It's been the best thing on Raw since they've been on Raw. Yeah. So let's just keep pushing that forward. I'm not sure who they would face next besides AJ and Omos. I'm not really sure what their tag team you can throw. You just broke up Miz and Morrison. The Viking Raiders, I don't know where they've been. There's not much else, unless I'm forgetting somebody, but I don't think I am. So we'll see where this all goes. I think they'll continue with the AJ Omos thing because they don't have anybody else really that's going to compare. But kind of is what it is at the moment. But RK Bro, hot thing. They keep getting better and better. Randy just showing so many different levels. I mean, think about where he was at the beginning of the pandemic to where he is now. I mean, the guy can basically do everything. So he's the man, Hall of Famer, one of the best of all time.
Yeah, it's a whatever episode of Monday Night Raw. Nothing really much to write home about. Nothing much really great happened. A lot of kind of dull spots in the middle. A couple things to come out of this with, which is pretty much Damien Priest carrying Kross' stupid ass gear, and Miz and Morrison breaking up. But guys, that's a review and reaction of tonight's episode of Monday Night Raw. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Make sure you tune in for tomorrow, NXT review and reaction Wednesday. Dynamite and the rest of the week in wrestling going on from there. Wrestling Report this Saturday. Be sure to tune into all that stuff. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Make sure you drop a like, hit the chair in the corner, sub to the channel. Catch you guys on the next one.
Later, boss.